Yeah, hello guys, you are highly welcome to another amazing tutorial on the Motive Fashion channel. On today's video we are going to be treating how to stitch this shirt step by step guide on how to stitch this awesome and beautiful design on the kaftan, so I call it a kaftan shirt. So please, the step-by-step guide is being given in this video. So without any further delay, let's get started. So the first thing you have to do is to first cut the shirt like this. So but there's something on this video. I've already almost finished this illustration before I discovered that I've not turned on the camera, so I have to start all over again. So the first thing you have to do is to first cut the shirt material like this. So you cut it in the form of a shirt. So if you want to see this the video on how to cut a shirt, so check the link in the description box below, or you make sure you watch to the end. I will give you a link at the end of this video on how you can see how to cut the shirt. So this is the pattern I've already cut before I discovered that I've not turned on the camera. So that's one of the things that happened behind the camera. I'm just giving you the tips of what happened behind the camera, so I have to start all over again. So the first thing you have to do is to cut the shirt material like this. So after you cut the shirt material, you fold the two facing, and then you apply ST, that is the material stay. You apply material stay on the side that will carry the buttonholes, or you apply it on the both side, so whichever one you want to do. So then you place the two on each other like this. So you place the two on each other like this, making it overlap. So then you apply office pin to hold it together. So you apply office pin all through to hold it together. So once you do that, the next thing to do now is to cut this pattern, which I've already cut before. So don't worry, I will show you how you can do this all over again. So I've already cut that and apply ST on it before I discovered that and this is the pattern I used to cut it out from on the material. So you can take a brown paper, or if you have a pieces which you are not using in your office, you can just take it and then you lay it on the material like this. So you lay the pieces on the material like this. So this is the back side and this is the wrong side of the material, and then you lay it like this. So just mark out the neckline round like this. So after you mark the neckline round, then you want to do what? You cut it out. You cut it out like this. So the next thing you have to do now, after you do this, is to get the shoulder shape. So it's to get the line of the shoulder. So you mark it here like this, and then you apply you chalk it out with the ruler. So this, now you are trying to shape out the shoulder line. So you do the same thing on this other side now. So just apply office pin. You apply office pin all through. So once you finish with the office pin, then you turn it over. You turn it to the back like this. So to be able to shape out the shape on the material, to exact a material shape, and you cut it straight down. So once you are through with this, you turn it to the front again. Then you can now create the shape on the dress. So you can now create the shape. So here you mark 2 inches here. On this point you mark 3 inches, and then you apply roller on it. Place roller on it like this, and then you roll it. You can see the shape on how the shape is. So just make sure you follow the shape like this, and then you place a French curve on it. Curve it like this, and that is the front shape. That is the upper shape on the front. On this point now, you measure 10.5 or you measure 11 inches, whichever one. Then you can now shape it, follow the shape on the shirt. So that is it. So if you can't get the shape the first time, so please just make sure you take your time to achieve the desired results. So the shape can be somehow a little bit hard to get, but just take your time to do this. So once you do that, then you just cut out the shape round like this. So I'm so sorry that chalk is not showing enough. So just cut it out like this, and then you cut out the shape on the neckline as well. And voila, that is it. So then you remove the office pin on the remaining parts. Remove this pin. You can see the shape we have now. It's exactly like the one on the pattern we are following. So that is it. So after you do this, then you have to cut it on the material exactly. So don't make mistake of turning the back or the back over. So you just place it on the material, that is the main material you are using. You place this shape on it and then you cut it out. So at the back like this, you apply stay at the back, and then once you do this, you use the lining that I use to turn the material. But I advise you use the main material. So the main material, use the main material to turn the pattern on the front, so that it will not be reflecting. So I think that the material is reflecting after I do the finishing of this material. So it's better you use the same material for the facing, not the lining. So this, now you place it on the front, and then you use a office pin to hold it together. Use a office pin to hold it together like this. And once you are through with this, then you stitch it the edge all through. So please, there are some areas we will not stitch here, so I will show you all the areas you will stitch. So you just stitch it all through like this. So that's you won't stitch the shoulder line. This is the shoulder line, and this is the line you have to stitch here, this side. So you have to stitch this side all through, straight down like this, sewing it with a 0.5 inches all through, and make sure that the stitches is very straight. At least you maintain the same stitches all through. So this shoulder, now the armhole line and the side line, you won't stitch all those side. So this is the area that you have to stitch. So if that's not visible, so this is it now after I've already stitched it all through, and this is it. So you have to remove the office pin, and then you notch all the necessary areas. So make sure you notch all these areas. That's very important. So you notch it all through, and notch here as well. So please, if you are enjoying this video, help me give it the thumbs up, and then drop comment for me, so that a lot of people will be able to see the video, and they too will be able to benefit from it as well. So don't forget to click on the subscribe button, and if this is the first time you are checking on this channel, you are highly welcome to Novelty Fashion channel. This is the channel that brings you the easiest, fastest and the simplest method on how to draft, cut or sew anything on a men's dress. So there are a lot of videos you can benefit from on this channel. So please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. So thank you. So the next thing you have to do now is to base the edge round. Pass the needle and make the needle to be one line. Make the needle to be one line, and then you base the edge all through. So this is very, very important. This is important so that the shape will come out nice. It will give you all the necessary shape on the front pattern. So you just base all the edge all through like this. So please make sure you take your time to do this. This can be a little bit time consuming, but the result is something that's worth it at the end. So make sure you use the needle to achieve all these edge round. And then once you are through with this, the next thing you have to do now is to press it very well, and that is it. You can see the shape we have now. You can see that it's relaxed it by itself without having iron it already. So just apply iron on it, and this is it. After I've ironed it, just give it a little ironing. So and this is it. So just cut all the excess you have on the edge round. You cut it round like this. You cut it all through. So you have to do now is to take the main bodies now. So this is the bodies now, and you place this pattern on it and voila, that is it. You can see that we are achieving the results. So use office pin to hold the pattern with the shirt now. And then this is a quick advice. So please, if you are fond of putting office pin in your mouth, so please I advise you stop doing that. Someone recently told us in the group that someone swallow office pin, and I know the person that relate with the person very well. So please, and the person swallow office pin, and they have to be operated before they can remove the office pin from him. So please, if you are fond of doing that, please stop doing that. It's very dangerous. So the next thing you have to do now is to apply buttonholes here. Once you apply buttonhole here, you join the shoulder, and then you fix the collar on the neckline. So that is all for this. And the next thing you have to do is to tack the down part of this pattern together with the material. So you have to tack the down part like this. So you tack it here, you tack the middle here as well, and then you also tack it on this point. So that is also important to hold the pattern together with the material, so here and here. So that's the 3 places you have to tack the material together with the pattern together with the borders. So I will be showing you the result at the end. So you have to apply buttonholes and the fixed button underneath. This is the result at the end now. I think there is a little folding on the pattern, that error is from the tacking. So I have to retack this to eradicate this folding on the pattern. So please, if you derive value in this video, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I drop an amazing video like this again. I say thank you for watching. Bye for now.